Well, we got a chipper maintenance day today, so just taking my lunch, and I did a little bit of video today on what I'm doing with the blades. I got caught. I don't have a brand new set of blades. I don't have a sharpened set of blades, so sometimes I will sharpen the blades myself. Now, I don't recommend that you do this because it's very, very dangerous. And I'll explain why in this little video. But for me, with caution and respect for sharp steel, I think we did a pretty good job and saved the day, and we're back working again. I've got another set of blades and a new anvil ordered, which they should be here pretty soon, but gotta keep working. So this is the anvil. This is the part that the blades cut very close to, and it's got 4 supposedly sharp corners. This one's just about worn out, but I'm putting another edge on there because, like I said, I don't have a replacement anvil yet. It takes 2 people to put the anvil in. Well, you can do it yourself. It's just a lot easier with 2 people. So as you can see, I'm inside the chute of the chipper, and Jorge's on the outside putting the threaded bolts into the anvil, and we're working on it here. So I can rotate it.
Yeah, I know it.
Very careful.
And so don't hit the plate, that's it.
Oh man, that's close. So the blades that you just saw in the chipper, I had just sharpened, and these are the blades that I took out. And unfortunately, one side is toast. You can sharpen one side. There, look at that. Hit something, steel, big rock. I don't know what it was, but I'm not going to bother resharpening this blade. But I will sharpen one side, and I can do that at home. And there's some big pits, and if I sent it to the shop, it would be ground down so much smaller that I don't think it's worth it. So I made this small jig here to line up all the blades because you want to sharpen all 4 of them at the same time. That way you keep the size of the blades consistent. I've got another piece of wood that goes on top, and then I clamp that down, and I clamp both sides at the very last knife. Now I use a grinder with sandpaper pads, and if you buy them in bulk, you can get these for about $1 a piece, and I highly recommend it. And every time that you use one, just make it a one-shot deal. Don't try to reuse them. See, there it is. I buy them in bulk. They're pretty cheap that way. So I think I started with 36 and went all the way up to 120. Now, if you do decide to do this, remember that the rotation is what can get you in trouble. If you're grinding down, it's great. If you go the wrong way, it's going to pull up and tear it and throw the blade, and you can get yourself hurt really, really easy. So extreme caution. Always have the sandpaper working downward. Okay, I'm going to speed through this real quick here because it takes about 10 minutes to do a good grind. And you got to maintain the right bevel. You got to keep it the right. You don't want to increase the bevel. You don't want to have a round over. This is the first pass at 36 grit, and you can see the steel is pretty roughed up all the way along. There's still some pits, and you're not going to get it perfect this way. I always put the best blades at the point where it's going to do the most work. If I've got some pitted ones, I get them as sharp as I possibly can. Nothing like a new set of blades or a freshly sharpened set of blades, but I'm I'm pretty happy. This whole job, taking the blades out, sharpening them, doing the bed knife, it takes a couple hours, but There you go. Proof positive. I get them sharp. Really sharp.